Have you ever felt disrespected? Felt like your voice isn't heard or your presence isn't acknowledged? Imagine walking into a room and feeling instantly underestimated or ignored. It stings, doesn't it? Now, what if I told you that you could turn those moments of disrespect into your greatest victories? Yes, today, we're not just going to react, we're going to transform. We will explore 15 Stoic lessons that are about to change everything you thought you knew about handling disrespect. These aren't just theories, they're practical, powerful tools that will equip you to stay composed, dignified, and even use these uncomfortable moments to your advantage. But wait, there's more to this journey. Stick with us to the end, and you'll discover a Stoic secret that has the power to not just manage, but master the art of dealing with disrespect. Curious? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Share in the comments. How have you dealt with disrespect in the past? Please comment. It will boost my confidence to serve more in the Stoic community. You do not want to miss out on reshaping the way the world treats you. Let's get started. And I have just one request. Please watch this video in its entirety. If you're watching, you're not like most people. You're exceptional. Embrace that distinction and make sure you experience every part of this journey without skipping a single moment. 1. Decompose the moment. When faced with disrespect, Stoic principles advocate for a methodical breakdown of the experience. This approach is about dissecting the moment into smaller, more manageable parts that can then be analyzed and addressed individually. Marcus Aurelius, a pivotal Stoic philosopher, emphasizes this method in his Meditations. Confine yourself to the present. By focusing on the present, you can isolate the components of disrespect, whether it's the tone, the words used, or the context, rather than being overwhelmed by the emotional response they collectively provoke. This technique allows for a more rational analysis and measured response, adhering to the Stoic ideal of reacting to reason rather than emotion. Following this breakdown, each component of the disrespectful encounter can be dealt with logically. For example, if someone's words are disrespectful, consider why they might have chosen those words. What might they be reacting to? Could there be a misunderstanding at the core? Seneca offers guidance here. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By deconstructing the incident, you encourage yourself to see beyond initial perceptions, possibly revealing less malign intentions behind the words. This realignment with reality, rather than our first emotional reaction, is a cornerstone of Stoic resilience, ensuring that our responses are governed by wisdom and clarity rather than the heat of the moment. 2. Embrace silence as a shield. In the Stoic tradition, silence is not merely a lack of words, but a profound strategy to fortify oneself against external disturbances, including disrespect. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "Silence is better than unnecessary drama." By choosing silence in response to disrespectful remarks, you grant yourself a precious moment of pause. This pause is not a passive act. It's a deliberate choice to protect your inner peace and prevent your emotions from leading you into regrettable reactions. In these moments, silence acts like a shield, absorbing the potential impact of harsh words without allowing them to penetrate your core of serenity and self-assurance. Utilizing silence effectively requires practice and presence of mind. Marcus Aurelius, another venerated Stoic, offers guidance in his Meditations. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When faced with disrespect, remind yourself that your response, or your decision not to respond, lies within your control. Silence should be employed not out of fear or inability to reply, but as a strategic tool to maintain control over the situation. It allows you to observe your emotions and thoughts without immediate external pressure to react, giving you the space to choose a response that aligns with your values and the Stoic pursuit of virtue. 3. Refine your selective ignorance. Selective ignorance isn't about denial, but prioritizing your mental focus to enhance your life's quality and adherence to Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This encapsulates the Stoic belief in focusing solely on what is within our control. Disrespect, often driven by others' opinions or behaviors, lies outside this realm. By practicing selective ignorance, you actively choose to divert your attention from these external trivialities to more meaningful pursuits that align with your values and personal growth. Implementing selective ignorance requires conscious effort and practice. Start by identifying triggers that typically disrupt your peace or draw you into unnecessary conflicts. Once these are recognized, you can begin the process of mentally filtering out these disturbances during your interactions. This doesn't mean you're uninformed or oblivious, but rather that you're making a strategic decision about what deserves your attention and emotional investment. Epictetus offers guidance in this area as well, advising, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This teaches us that our interpretation of disrespect can be adjusted, and by doing so, we maintain our tranquility and focus on more significant aspects of our lives. 4. Cultivate your inner economy. The concept of cultivating an inner economy is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, focusing on managing one's internal resources, thoughts, emotions, and attention with the same care one might manage financial assets. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This principle can be directly applied to handling disrespect. By conserving your mental and emotional resources, you avoid expending them on those who do not respect you or your boundaries. This approach helps you maintain a sense of inner wealth and abundance, regardless of external circumstances. To implement this Stoic lesson, start by assessing the situations and interactions that typically drain your emotional energy. Recognize when you're tempted to overreact or invest too much emotionally into responses to disrespect. Instead, choose to allocate your inner wealth more wisely. Ask yourself whether a reaction will truly benefit your well-being or contribute positively to your growth. If the answer is no, conserve that energy. Just as Marcus Aurelius advised, ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? By practicing this selective investment of your emotional and mental resources, you cultivate a robust inner economy, shielded from the fluctuations of external disrespect and negativity. 5. Employ metaphorical armor. In Stoic practice, envisioning oneself clad in metaphorical armor can significantly fortify one's resilience against external negativity. Just as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus suggested, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. By imagining that you wear armor, you symbolically reinforce the idea that negative words or actions cannot penetrate your core self or disturb your peace. This visualization is not just a defensive mechanism, but a proactive strategy to maintain equanimity. Each time you encounter disrespect or negativity, mentally fortify your armor, reinforcing that these are external events that need not affect your inner serenity. This practice teaches you that, while you might not control external events, you certainly control your response to them, echoing the Stoic emphasis on mastery over one's reactions rather than external circumstances. 6. Reframe disrespect as external noise. Consider adopting a Stoic perspective that treats acts of disrespect as external noise, similar to background sounds that neither require your attention nor disturb your inner peace. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers a powerful directive in his Meditations. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By viewing disrespect merely as noise, akin to the unceasing hum of life or the rustling of leaves, you engage with it only to the extent that it serves you. This approach isn't about ignoring or dismissing genuine grievances, but rather about recognizing when a reaction serves your well-being or merely entangles you further in needless strife. It's a practice of discernment and detachment, choosing to keep your inner tranquility intact despite the external cacophony. This method encourages a calm assessment of interactions, allowing you to decide consciously whether to engage, deflect, or let go, thus maintaining your Stoic composure in the face of potential disturbances. 7. Invoke the Stoic whisper. The Stoic whisper is a powerful technique where you create a personal mantra or short, potent statement that you can repeat to yourself in moments of disrespect or challenge. This practice draws on the wisdom of Epictetus, who advised, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." By crafting a whisper such as, "This too shall pass," or "I control my reactions, not others," you arm yourself with a mental tool that can instantly bring perspective and calm. The repeated use of this whisper during trying times serves not just as a reminder of your values, but also as a practical application of them. This practice helps you embody Stoic resilience by turning philosophy into a lived response, reinforcing your ability to remain composed and focused regardless of external provocations. 8. Harness the Stoic Pause. The Stoic Pause is a powerful technique that embodies the principle of measured response. This technique involves taking a deliberate, intentional break before reacting to any form of disrespect or provocation. The wisdom in this approach is echoed by the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who advised, "Delay is the best remedy for anger." By pausing, you allow yourself the space to reflect and choose a response aligned with your values, rather than being swept away by initial impulses. This pause can be as simple as taking a deep breath, counting to 10, or recalling a calming Stoic maxim. Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic, offered guidance that complements this practice. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The Stoic pause is not just about delaying response. It's about reclaiming control over your reactions, ensuring they are thoughtful and dignified. It's a practical application of Stoicism that fortifies your mental resilience and maintains your composure in the face of adversity. 9. Adopt a policy of minimal engagement. When confronted with disrespect, one effective Stoic strategy is to adopt a policy of minimal engagement. This approach involves interacting with the source of disrespect only when absolutely necessary, and, even then, keeping the interactions brief and to the point. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, advocated for this when he said, Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others, for it does not help you to think about what so-and-so is doing or why, about things that concern you not. By choosing to engage minimally, you conserve your emotional energy and focus on what truly matters in your life. This method allows you to remain detached and maintain your tranquility. It's not about avoiding or escaping conflict, but about strategically choosing where to invest your emotional and mental resources. The Stoics believed in the power of reasoned choice, and by applying this principle, you ensure that your interactions are thoughtful, deliberate, and always aligned with your personal values and inner peace. 10. Practice the art of indifference. Stoicism teaches the profound practice of indifference towards things that don't truly matter to our well-being. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now." This idea underscores the Stoic commitment to focusing only on what is within our control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By training yourself to distinguish between trivial disturbances, like acts of disrespect, and truly significant matters, you can cultivate an inner tranquility that external conditions cannot shake. This practice involves recognizing when an event does not warrant your emotional investment and actively choosing to redirect your energy towards maintaining peace of mind. Indifference, in this context, is not about neglect or denial, but about wisely conserving your emotional energy for what genuinely matters in your life. 11. Normalize imperfection in others. Recognizing the imperfection in others is a fundamental Stoic practice, reflecting the understanding that all humans are works in progress, each grappling with their own struggles. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, 'The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly.' This isn't a call to pessimism, but a reminder to prepare oneself for the reality of human imperfections. By anticipating and accepting these flaws, we prevent ourselves from reacting negatively to disrespect that may arise from others' imperfect actions or words. This Stoic insight encourages us to extend the same compassion to others that we hope for ourselves, acknowledging that, just as we are not flawless, neither are those around us. In doing so, we maintain our tranquility and contribute to a more forgiving and understanding environment. 12. Incorporate mindful meditation. Incorporating Stoic mindfulness into your daily routine can be a profound way to enhance your ability to manage emotional responses, particularly when faced with disrespect. Stoicism teaches the practice of present moment awareness, which Marcus Aurelius emphasized when he said, "Confine yourself to the present." By integrating regular meditation sessions into your day, you can cultivate a heightened state of awareness that helps maintain composure and perspective in challenging interactions. This practice involves focusing on your breath or observing your thoughts and sensations without attachment, training your mind to remain calm and detached in the face of provocation. The key is to observe your reactions to disrespectful behaviors as they arise, recognize them as transient, and choose a response aligned with your Stoic values. Through consistent practice, you'll find that your capacity to respond with equanimity and poise increases, allowing you to uphold your dignity and integrity no matter the circumstances. 13. Create a Stoic response script. Creating a Stoic response script is a practical and effective way to maintain composure in the face of disrespect. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." By preparing scripted responses to anticipated forms of disrespect, you equip yourself with well-thought-out replies that adhere to your Stoic principles, thus preventing hasty emotional reactions. For instance, if you often face condescension in discussions, your script might include a response like, "I appreciate your perspective and invite us to explore this topic further." This response upholds dignity and encourages constructive dialogue, reflecting the Stoic ideal of transforming an emotional impulse into a rational action. Marcus Aurelius encapsulated this approach when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By planning your responses, you exercise control over your reactions, channeling them in a way that fortifies your inner peace and resilience." 14. Engage in Stoic reflections. Incorporating daily reflections is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, famously encapsulated by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Each evening, take time to reflect on your day, particularly focusing on moments you felt disrespected. Ask yourself questions like, how did I respond? Was my reaction aligned with Stoic virtues? What could I have done differently? This practice is not about self-criticism, but about self-improvement and learning. By evaluating your actions and reactions through the lens of Stoicism, you can grow stronger in your practice. Aurelius also advises, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." This introspective digging through daily reflections helps you uncover deeper insights into your behavior and guides you in cultivating a more virtuous, resilient self. 15. Channel disrespect into creative outlets. Turning moments of disrespect into fuel for creativity is a transformative Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Instead of harboring resentment or reacting negatively, channel the emotional energy from such encounters into creative endeavors. Whether it's through writing, art, music, or any form of creative expression, use this energy constructively. This practice not only helps in dissipating negative emotions, but also aids in personal growth and self-expression. By transforming your reactions into something beautiful or insightful, you are practicing a form of Stoic resilience, converting obstacles into opportunities. This not only aligns with the Stoic idea of using every incident as a tool for self-improvement, but also enhances your life and possibly the lives of others who interact with your creative outputs. As we close today's journey through the Stoic way to handle disrespect, remember that these lessons are not just strategies, they are pathways to personal freedom and peace. Which lesson resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more empowering content just like this. Let's continue to grow together and turn every challenge into a stepping stone for success. Remember, in the grand scheme of your life, disrespect is merely a shadow. By mastering these Stoic lessons, you're not just learning to handle disrespect, you're elevating your entire approach to life. Each challenge becomes a lesson, and each setback a setup for a greater comeback. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video if you found these lessons valuable. Share it with someone who could benefit from these timeless Stoic strategies. Keep striving for excellence, and remember, your response to adversity shapes your destiny. Stay strong, Stay stoic and see you in the next video.